I'm very professional also. Like, I don't want to mix anything with work and, you know, si Ivana talaga parang tropa, parang kaibigan, ganyan. So, and, yeah, we all know she's attractive and I think, you know,
Meron kayo ng chance o kakilala ka, kakilala mo siya mas malalim ako sa parang nakikilala siya ng marami.
yeah, when you work with someone on a film and you're constantly working with them and everything, mas nakikilala mo yung tao. Mas nakikilala mo kung sino sila, paano sila magtrabaho, paano sila sa mga crew, sa mga co-actors nila. And wala akong masama talaga kay Ivana. She's very nice to everyone. She works hard. You know, may mga times na natapos kami 4 a.m., 5 a.m., dugyot kami, you know. So, makikita mo talaga hindi siya nagre-reklamo and, you know, she's giving her best in every scene. So that also sets a good example for the younger actors na kasama namin. Kasi marami kami kasama ng mga young actors also who's probably, you know, looking at us, you know, when the times are getting hard, you know, when it's 4 a.m. and you still have to do a fight scene. You know, these young actors are probably looking at us like, magre-reklamo ba sila? Alam mo yung gano'n? And wala akong marinig na reklamo, you know, everyone stayed on course, everybody's professional, so, you know, hats off to Ivana for that.
Ayun nga, what's it working with the young actors?
It's good to be working with the young actors, you know, I had many scenes with Dustin and Matt, and you can really see the, you know, they're willing to learn, they're willing to be better as actors, and they ask questions, they're curious, but at the same time, we're also sometimes so tulog, and you know, sometimes coming from another shoot and all that, and you know, I just give them a few words of inspiration. You know, you know, I could remember my time in his age as well, na ganun din natulog and all that. And it's really part of it. It's really part of this job, part of the industry, and you know, I'm here to just maybe give a few words of wisdom, inspiration, to those young actors.
And the last na sa family mo, sino yung unang gusto mong kaputin sa December 25?
Gusto mo? Gusto mong takutin?
Yes.
Well, yung nanay ko sigurado hindi mo matatakot yan.
Tapang hindi na.
Siguro I wanna bring my kids. I wanna bring my kids to watch a Pinoy horror film. Diba? Kasi I'm not sure if they've seen a Pinoy horror film. And, you know, I think Shake, Rattle, and Roll, diba? Kumbaga, household name yan sa horror films natin dito sa Pilipinas. And gusto ko makita ng mga kids ko, yung Shake, Rattle, and Roll.
Last na, ito personally, natatakot ka dito sa episode.
Are you the type? May takot
Yun ba? Kasi siyempre,
Natakot ka pa rin.
Alam mo ako, there was a time na natatakot ako sa horror films. But when I started doing horror films, parang ano na ako, parang inisip, paano ba nila ginawa? Paano nila ginawa? Pero syempre, nandiyan pa rin syempre yung mga eksena talaga nakakatakot na, di ba, yung parang pag inisip mo nangyari sa'yo mag-isa lang sa kwarto or what, natatakot ka pala. So syempre, nandiyan pa rin yung kaba, nandiyan pa rin yung takot, especially sa mga horror films.
assuming wala kang mga experience, mga horror experience, like,
While filming the episode, parang wala naman. Well, minsan namamatay mga ilaw, gano'n. Pero iniisip na lang namin na napakit lang yung ano man. Pero, pin-off na pala ni Mr. Sen.
kasi okay.
Yeah, but wala naman kaming extreme na experience while filming this.
Okay, thank you.
Noon ilang taon kang editor ng Abante, babalik ako talaga yung intro ko sa'yo.
35
35 years. Ah, di ba?
20 plus.
20. Okay, before I give the microphone to the entertainment editor of People's Journal naman, bibigay ko muna kay Escape Adahar ng Random Republica. Before I give the microphone sa kay Ian Paredes, People's Tonight Entertainment Editor. Sa'yo na muna, Escape.
Hi. Kuya, mamaya mo na tatalin yung lechon. Ano yun, sorry?
Ano yung kanina, gusto mo ng one good project na focus on, ano yung non-negotiables mo? May criteria ka rin mo?
Criteria? Wala naman. I always try to, be flexible and more, parang, I want to evolve with the project. Once I put myself in a project, parang, you have to accept some things about the project, diba? But it's always nice to be flexible and I think ang main thing lang is the output, diba? Seeing the output and doing the scenes. Pero yung mga non-negotiables or criteria, parang wala naman. I try to evolve with the project, creatively, with directors, the producers. It's like a cohesive vision. It's a vision of different creatives. So it's always nice to be part of a good team. I think yun yung crucial din sa movie making is having a good team, a cohesive team. Yeah.
And having done this and yung incognito where you work with new breed of actors, kayo na kayo nila, do you feel more responsible kung nasa set or meron lang kayo?
Alam mo, nakakatuwa ko kasi ngayon, yun nga, like sila Dustin, everyone asking me like questions and like what you said, you're looking up to me now. But I was in their shoes before as well, and I had some mentors also, like different actors that I looked up to, and parang it's my responsibility now as an actor also to give the next generation inspiration, to give them some words of wisdom, to keep on going and to keep pushing the creative limits of filmmaking, TV. So it's nice, there's some responsibility to it, but I just try to, inspire and the young actors.
Thank you, Ms.
Thank
Kay.
you.
Okay, thank you, Chad. Let me give the microphone naman to Eugene Assis na kabatch ni Tito Eddie. Joe! Sa bayan na ni Tito Eddie.
Hindi, nauna ako sa kanya.
Pinatulan ako ni Tito Eugene, ha? Go ahead, Tito Eugene.
Anyway, Richard, nabanggit ko kanina na you want to work here in Cameras, diba? Kung sakali lang na bigyan ka ng pagkakataon, ano yung genre na gusto mo unang gawin?
Actually,
Bilang siguro director or producer, kasi nag-produce din naman kayo dati.
Yeah.
So baka pwedeng bumalik ulit sa pag-produce.
Nowadays kasi parang ang sarap mag-imagine kung anong gusto natin gawin. Pero kung mag-base tayo sa reality, I think, budget-wise is a concern, obviously in the Philippines. But, if I was to do something, siguro I'll stick to my strengths. One of my core strengths is action. So definitely there will be an action, flavor to the project, and maybe a touch of comedy, a touch of lightness to it. So yeah, those are the few things that are probably part of the film that I'm going to do.
So parang mga Jackie Chan or
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be, like that, but something like that. Something na action.
Pero Pinoy.
Pero more Pinoy, more modern. Yeah.
Tapos, at this point, sino yung parang gusto mo makasama sa isang project, pero hindi mo pa nakakasama?
too much hard.
Sino pa ba yung
Yun, malaman namin na wishlist mo pala siya.
Madami pa akong hindi nakatrabaho. Alam mo, nagkaroon kami ng shoot recently sa ABS, yung parang Christmas station ID.
Ganun sa
And I realized na ang dami ko pang hindi nakatrabaho. Just in ABS alone, di ba? There are actors in GMA na I haven't worked with as well. So, there's many actors and actresses that I haven't worked with, and I'm open to working with young to open to working with older actors. So, ang dami ko pang hindi nakakatrabaho.
No one in particular.
Right now, I can't think anyone in particular at the top of my head, but I haven't worked with a lot of people, and I wanna work with different people, yeah, different actors, directors.
Mukhang makakarami siya this next year kasi magsasabay ang TV niya at movies next year.
Yeah, hopefully next year I get to work with some of them.
Tapos nabanggit mo kanina, mahilig ka rin sa horror, di ba? Ano yung kung may natatanda ang isang episode ng Shake, Rattle, and Roll na hindi nawala sa isip mo?
Siguro yung sa ate ko, yung ginawa ng Shake, Rattle, and Roll, medyo natakot talaga ako. Pati yung sa Frigidaire, yung Frigidaire, di ba talagang
Iconic na talaga.
iconic yun eh, oo. Yun. Ano yung kay Miss Madeline, yung pinaka... Ha? Tiyanak ba yun? Undin. Undin, oo, Undin. Anong year yun, June? Kasi napanood ko na lang yung sa replay. Napanood ko lang yun like 2 years
Mga
ago.
80s siguro, 80s or
Early 90s.
90s.
Early 90s.
Gusto lang tapos ng
So, anyway, thank you very much, teacher.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome to another episode of SRR.
Thank you, Eugene. And let me we'll limit now sa dalawang reporters na lang before tayo But before si Alex Rosas ng tribute, let me give the microphone to Naz Tabares ng Cinema. Pelikula Mania. I keep forgetting, sorry.
Besides sa akin, lahat mga ka-involved sa episode nito, kasama kayo sa mga stats, at lahat yung mga stats na nyo.
Yeah, I try to help out sa mga action scenes. Obviously, we have stunt choreographer, stunt director that I've worked with also before. But yeah, I try to help and try to give suggestions to enhance the scene or pagandahin pa lang yung eksena. And the nice thing about working with these guys that I've worked with before is they're very open. Paano natin pagagandahin ito? Anong pwede natin gawin? Itong particular move na to, bagay pa to sa character na to, itong particular na action scene na to, bagay pa dun sa eksena. So, ganun, maraming mga factors when you're designing the action scene, diba? Does it make sense? Does it make sense to grab this gun? Maraming factors, and it's always good to be working with experienced people and with a good director as well. Good team. We also had a great assistant director who helped us with a lot of things. So yeah, I try to suggest some stuff to help out.
So, paano na nakakatakot yung year 20 dito sa Shake Rattle?
Gano?
Paano na nakakatakot yung year 20?
Well, itong episode namin kasi, mararamdaman mo talaga yung tension from the moment that the episode starts. Mararamdaman mo na wala nang value ang pera, wala nang value ang possessions. Where do you find food? Where do you find shelter? All these survival things, yung basic human needs, we're actually scavenging. And to top that off, meron pang mga aswang sa paligid. Diba? So parang yung tension talaga at yung kaba, from the moment the episode starts, tuloy-tuloy na yun hanggang matapos yung episode namin. Kasi yun nga, we're on the episode and we're in the finale episode, so we had to parang elevate the story and yung kaba and yung action and everything. So non-stop yung episode namin. From the moment na mag-open yung first scene sa episode namin.
Thank you, Nas. Before I give the microphone kay Alex Rosas, here's a question from Angelica Villanueva ng Manila Standard.
Ay, ano nangyari sa'yo? Sorry. Nag-action ka din?
Talent yata siya.
Okay.
Congratulations po sa tama niyo sa event.
Thank you.
With that, is it challenging po kasi last horror film is Patient X?
Ba, na-research mo ah?
And yun,
Oo, Patient X pa nga yung last, no?
so, gagawin na ng horror mo, doing fake rather.
Ano, sorry, may question?
Nahanap niyo po ba agad yung pag-nipit na ng horror film na genre? Doing
Yeah, oo. Ano, yung Shake, Rattle, and Roll, gaya nga nasabi ko, talagang Pinoy na Pinoy yan, di ba? Household name yan ng pelikula Pilipino. Shake, Rattle, and Roll. Di ba? Kinalakihan natin lahat yan. And I'm just so happy na it's back. It's back at the Metro Manila Film Festival. And I'm happy to be part of it. It's my first Shake, Rattle, and Roll. And yes, from the moment na pinresent sa akin yung concept, sabi ko, it's going to be back in a horror film. I want to do a horror film and this is it.
Speaking of talking about fears though, ano po yung fear niyo pa po na gusto niyo ma-overcome?
Fear? Well, ang fear ko lang ngayon, sana hindi pa lalo yung pondo ng Pinas. Yun ang naman ang greatest fear natin siguro lahat ngayon. Diba? Pero aside from that, masyadong pinarataw.
So, mas
Thank you.
Thank you, Angelica. Okay, we are now ready for his question. Si Alex Rosas ng Daily Tribune. Maaari pakigamit ng mic.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello. Richard, you were good in Ironheart, better in Incognito, and seemingly the best in Shake, Rattle, and Roll in their origins.
Thank you.
You know what? Actually, yours is an impeccable story of survival. You know why? With this onslaught of many newcomers, you still manage and you still maintain your relevance in the industry. At your age, you have achieved so much, and yet you aspire to bring some more in your table. How were you able to maintain your relevance nowadays? Kasi ang dami-dami ng artista, ang daming baguhan, some are mediocres, some are good looking, and some are good actors.
May formula ba dyan, Shark, or strategy for the...
Wala naman akong like particular formula, but thank you for those nice words. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've been in this industry for a while now. I think about 10 years na, no? 10 to 15. But yeah, it's nice that I'm still here, still active, and siguro it's really my passion also for the craft. When I was launched as a young actor, I didn't see this career as just to make money or just to be famous. I really love the craft of making films, the craft of making great TV shows. It's really my passion. And it's really my calling, and I just try to give my best in every project that I do. And I'm thankful that I'm still here, thankful that I'm still given the opportunity to showcase my talent and showcase my craft. And very, very thankful.
Number 2. I don't know you realize that most horror films bring about heroes who don't have AIDS. What kind of hero will you project in your episode?
This is siguro, unexpected hero. He's the unexpected hero because he didn't want to be in this position. He was just, parang it just happened to him. His character na he just had to survive. Kinailangan niyang lumaban. Kinailangan niyang all of a sudden mag-survive. Kinailangan niyang alagaan yung mga tao na sa paligid niya. Na biglaan yung, kumbaga, hindi naman niya intention na maging leader, maging hero, pero unexpectedly, he had to fill in the boots of a hero and yun ang ginawa.
One last question. Feels like Shane Rattle and Roll can elements of terror and horror. What other elements can you say will add up to the sparkle that a horror film will give the audience?
I think terror, horror, and I think intensity. Our episode, I think, brings some sort of intensity to the whole film. Intensity physically, and I think intensity emotionally.
Thank you.
Laura. Alam mo, Chart, very, very interesting kasi ang ganda ng preview ng bawat episodes. Ang ganda ng edit, ang ganda ng trailer. Congratulations sa team ni Dom, di ba? Miss Tessa is interested na malaman kasi 2030, right? Yung 2050. Grabe yung mata, no? Yung foresight. How was the production daw? Gaano kaganda, gaano kakabilib? Technically, technical aspect ng pelikula na mamamang isang 2050 setting.
Alam mo, when we were planning this episode, sabi ko nga sa kanila kay Mr. Senator Keith na ang tapang ko na gumawa tayo ng futuristic. But you know what? I think we did pretty well. The production design team did well. Pag nakita mo yung mga sets namin, pag nakita mo yung locations namin, talaga ang galing, ang ganda. May feel mo talaga yung parang survival in the future na the way the set was designed, the costumes, everything put together, the lighting, and I think we did a good job on executing the 2050 survival concept.
Now, that's even more nakaka-excite lalo panahon, di ba? 25 years from now, makikita natin what it's like to be in 2050. Let me just say my gratitude sa Miss MJ Marfori. She's not here today.